Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings be upon you. I'm Nye Armstrong, and this is Convert Convos with special guest Sheikh Abdullah Adoro. The last 10 nights, what exactly are they?
Well, the last 10 nights in Ramadan are very virtuous. I mean, it's mentioned, that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, he was on his best manners on the last 10 nights. And he would stay up at night and tie his garment and wake his family. That's one of his friends, his companions, mentioned is that, those are the three things he would do. He would liven his night, basically stay up at night, not come close to his family, not having relations with them, and then also so he would wake his family up for prayer.
Yeah.
So those are the three things that he would do in these last 10 nights. That's firstly. Secondly, there is a night which is called the night of power, and they call that Laylatul Qadr. You're going to hear that word a lot in Ramadan. Qadr, Laylatul Qadr. You're going to go to the masjid, and you're going to hear a lot of Islamic terms that you're not going to be familiar with.
Yeah.
So tune in to us. A lot of times I like to make sure that everything is translated because I know how it is as well as you do.
A lot of stuff going over your head, and you use context clues to figure out.
You got to use
You got to use those context clues to figure out what sort of general area they're talking about.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of these. You're listening to the lecture, and then you're like,
okay. Yeah, I remember somebody had to explain it to me, and I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I take that in a lot of consideration. Even when I'm in front of my mosque and I'm talking to people, I always try to make it English. I always try to say them in English. But yeah, Qadr means the night of power.
Yeah.
And it can also mean which is restricted. And the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, mentioned in numerous traditions, what he said is that it would be on an odd numbered night. And there are numerous narrations to where he mentioned the 27th. So that's why you'll find people that, the 27th, you better come by Asr time, depending on where you're
it's
at.
packed.
Yeah, it's packed. So
there's 2 nights during Ramadan that I would say are insanely packed. When the masjid finishes the Quran, and whoever thinks the 27th night is.
Right.
So it's like this variable that happens, but those 2 nights, literally to the gills.
Exactly. And, we don't know exactly what night it is, but the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, he mentioned that it's an odd number night.
Yeah.
And there's numerous narrations on this, but, 27th, some scholars believe is the strongest.
Yeah.
So with the general folk that may not have that academic rigor, most of us, they'll just, I don't want to say bet, but if they were to choose a night for planning, they'd say, okay, the 27th, or we're going to go on the odd nights.
Yeah.
Right.
And what is so special about the 27th night?
Yeah, it's the 97th chapter of the Quran, and that chapter is devoted to this night, right? And he says, and what will you know? Verily, we have given you this devoted night, and what will allow you to know what this devoted night is, or night of power is? It's better than 1,000 months. Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. That the angels come down, تنزل الملائكة والروح, and the spirit, being Jibril, the angel Gabriel, the same angel that gave the revelation to the Prophet ﷺ by the permission of Allah.
Yeah.
بِإِذْنِ رَبِّهِمْ مِنْ كُلِّ أَمْرٍ. And he tells them about everything that, or he predestines what will happen the year following. So that following year is when all of what will take place will be predestined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also, this is the night that the Quran was revealed to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the complete Quran to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he read to Jibril in this month of Ramadan in general, but seeing that this night has many virtues, and those are from among them.
Yeah. If you like this content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It truly does help. And if you want to take this opportunity to join us and support our mission in bringing the basics of Islam to people in a fun and accessible way, make sure you look down below on how you can support us, and specifically our next series called Pillar Race. But thank you so much. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. If you have other things you'd like to see us do on this channel, always looking for suggestions. All right. Thank you. Have a lovely day, and happy Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum.